I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase, and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal. Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down. Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
And that title, the WWE... Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his...
The champ is going for the cover.
Gets the shoulder up. Wow, what's it going to take?
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline. Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Roman Reigns, 516 days as Universal Champion, putting the title on the line against his former Shield brother, Seth freaking Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead-up to this match.
And if I'm Roman, I'm taking all that aggression and ending this quickly. Go full force and incapacitate Rollins ASAP, because the longer Reigns fights with all his rage, the more potential he has to make a tactical error.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside. It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Bang! Crucial counter there.
Battle of counters. No one's getting their full offense in.
Oh, absolutely brutal.
Oh, no, I think they may have busted him open, guys. Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Shoulder right to the midsection. Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control to keep his cool.
Just end this now. Oh, he's playing possum.
He narrowly avoids the count.
Able to squeeze that shoulder out. So close. Looking to grind the features off their face across the top rope. Dangerous move, showing there's nothing they won't do to gain the upper hand against the champion. Spinebuster. Reigns so close to finishing this, he can taste it. Ending Rollins and closing the book on the Shield will be his biggest victory yet. First shot in the middle rope, has their opponent hooked. Tornado snap suplex.
And into the pin, title on the line.
Oh!
And it's a kick out at one for the defending champion.
Frankly, he should have known that wasn't enough. Superman punch from Reigns. Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother. No escape from these punches. You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief. The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the Smack. Cover. New champ incoming.
The champ kicks out with authority.
Still gonna take a massive effort to keep him down.
And he gets directed into the corner.
Oh my God.
Face first.
Man.
One up. Uh-oh. Throwing down punches and counters out.
High-level ability being shown with each of these counters. I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Gets lifted into position.
All the way down. Blasted right into the corner.
And he's going to the outside, which will start a count out. He answers right back. Spear by Reigns.
Consider your title dreams dashed after that.
Into the barricade. Oh, he slammed his face right into the barricade.
The stop has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
Seth Rollins desperately needs to figure this out.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
Not a good spot to be in.
My goodness!
And then look at that! Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins? Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, they're doing it to each other.
Reigns really having his way right here.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off. I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Gut wrench!
Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
Yes, he had that coming all night. Here he comes on the comeback trail.
We have a pin for the title. Kicks out before the 2 count.
Surprised to not even get a 2 count at this point, and avoids taking any damage. Reigns once again proving his absolute dominance there.
Getting back to his feet, but might want to reconsider. And there it is. The title's not going anywhere tonight.
The head of the table and Seth freaking Rollins are at war right now.
Bombs being thrown between these Shield brothers, but only one will be left standing.
And some effective offense with that one.
Reigns could be enough to continue the reign.
I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven.
What a spear by Reigns. Champ close to ending it here.
Whip back into the ring. And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's
move
your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing has pushed the Tribal Chief past his boiling point.
Reigns hits it!
Devastating maneuver by the champion.
Hard into the corner.
Man, did you see the whiplash off the turnbuckles?
Look at this! All the way down to the floor.
That wasn't only a reckless decision, it was a dumb one, too.
Well, if you're going to be reckless, I hope you're also tough.
Momentum is pivoted towards Roman.
And Reigns is holding nothing back against Rollins.
Caught the leg.
Spinebuster!
It's been a hardship for these superstars to get to this point. I think these fans are driving them to claw that extra inch.
You can sense the ride these fans have been on, and I'm right there with them.
Superman punch.
Superman punch by Reigns.
The champ taking care of business here.
Makes the cover.
And Reigns retains the title. has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exorcised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the Tribal Chief. Roman may never forgive Rollins, but now he can forget him.